She was crowned queen when she was just 6 days old, married 3 times before she was 30, and died at the blade of an executioner, smiling, dressed in crimson, the color of martyrdom. But was Mary, Queen of Scots, a tragic heroine, or a dangerous schemer who sealed her own fate? Her life was filled with love, betrayal, murder, and power, a royal soap opera that ended in blood. Let's step into the shadowed halls of history to uncover the real woman behind the legend. Mary Stuart entered the world already wearing a crown. In 1542, just 6 days after her birth, her father, King James I of Scotland, died, and infant Mary became queen. At 5 years old, she was sent to France, betrothed to the young French Prince Francis, a fairy tale childhood filled with silk, education, and luxury. When Francis became king, Mary, barely a teenager, became Queen of France and Scotland. But the fairy tale ended quickly. Francis died at 16, and Mary returned to Scotland widowed young and stepping into a nation divided by religion and rebellion. She was a Catholic queen ruling over a newly Protestant kingdom, a recipe for chaos. Mary's second marriage was supposed to strengthen her rule. She married her handsome cousin, Lord Darnley, but he turned out to be arrogant, jealous, and cruel. Then came the scandal that would change everything. In 1567, Darnley was found murdered, his house blown up, but his body was discovered outside, strangled. Soon after, Mary married James Hepburn, the Earl of Bothwell, the man everyone believed had murdered her husband. Was it love, or was it madness? Either way, the Scottish nobles revolted. Mary was forced to abdicate her throne, imprisoned in her own castle, and her infant son, James VI, became king. Mary fled to England seeking protection from her cousin, Queen Elizabeth II. But Elizabeth saw her not as a guest, but as a threat. For the next 19 years, Mary was a prisoner, a queen locked away in gloomy castles, accused of plotting to steal the English throne. Letters, coded messages, and conspiracies swirled around her. And when a Catholic plot to assassinate Elizabeth was uncovered, Mary's name was tied to it. The verdict: guilty of treason. On February 8, 1587, Mary walked to the scaffold in Fotheringhay Castle. She wore red, the color of Catholic martyrs, and forgave her executioner before placing her head upon the block. With a single stroke, the life of one of history's most fascinating women ended. But her story didn't stop there. Her son, James VI of Scotland, later became James I of England, uniting the two crowns that had divided them for centuries. Mary's bloodline ultimately ruled the empire Elizabeth tried to deny her. So, was Mary, Queen of Scots, a victim of fate, or a dangerous queen who played the game of power too recklessly? Tell me what you think. Was she a martyr, or a mastermind? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Chronoclips, where every story from the past comes alive with its secrets, scandals, and the truth history tried to hide.